Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making an Italian meal with a side of Pillsbury Crescent Roll Garlic Bread. It's an easy recipe to make this. All you need is a loaf pan lined with parchment paper, and then you're going to need 2 canisters of Pillsbury Crescent Rolls. You're going to need 1 stick of butter melted, minced garlic, garlic salt, and parsley. As for the ingredients, how much to add to it, use it to your heart's content. If you like things really garlicky, go for it. And next we're going to be making, before I go on, we have to have the oven preheated to 350 degrees. You're going to roll out the crescent rolls. You're going to close all the little holes. You're going to spread the melted garlic butter over the crescent rolls, sprinkle with some mozzarella, roll it back up, and put it in the pan, and repeat for the second can. Next, we're going to be making creamy sausage rigatoni. We have 8 ounces of dried rigatoni in a container here in a bowl. Next, you're going to need olive oil, which is a tablespoon. You're going to need ground Italian sweet sausage or spicy, whatever you like. You're going to need 1 cup of chicken broth, 1 cup of heavy cream, 4 garlic cloves minced, a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, which we have here, 15 ounces of tomato sauce, salt, and pepper. Sometimes you don't need the salt because the sausage is salty enough. Well, anyway, we're going to start on melting this butter here. It's 1 stick. We're going to put it in the microwave for about maybe 45 seconds. I was going to say minutes. I would burn it up. Well, anyway, we're going to put it in for 45 seconds. And then we're going to add the garlic salt, and the parsley. And then we're going to use our pastry brush to make sure everything is incorporated. So let's get putting this in the microwave. Now, there's some butter that's not melted, but that's okay. It will melt eventually. And you're going to add the minced garlic like so. I like mine a little garlicky. You can put to your heart's content. And then we're going to add some garlic salt to this. So now, I don't want to put too much garlic salt. So now we're going to put a little bit of garlic salt in here. Not too much, because we already have the minced garlic in there. And then we're going to mix that thoroughly. Make sure everything is incorporated and nice and smooth. And now we're going to add some parsley flakes to this mixture, because parsley gives it a nice color. And we're going to put a little bit in there. And then we're going to mix this also. And now we're going to work on making the bread. So we have our crescent roll dough rolled out. We closed any holes off, and we're spreading this melted garlic butter over across the bread. Make sure you get it all covered in here. Get all that nice buttery goodness in here. And we're going to finish up by putting some mozzarella on top. But first, let me just make sure all this is done. Every edge is covered. And it smells so good. It really does. And making sure everything gets covered. And it looks really good, because you can see, and if you could smell it here, it smells really good. Wait till it starts baking. Okay, I finished both of them. They're in now the baking sheet, and I put the rest of the garlic butter on top of both of the rolls. And we're going to bake it for 42 minutes at 350 degrees. And then when we're close to being done, we're going to sprinkle some mozzarella on top. Okay, it's time for the main dish. We have 1 tablespoon of olive oil in the pan, heating up, and we're going to add this sweet Italian sausage to there. And we're going to cook it for about 5 minutes, crumble it up really well. And it has to be completely thoroughly cooked. You cannot play around with pork. You got to cut this up and chop it up and make sure everything is nice and cooked. And then you're going to drain off any excess fat. Okay, so we're going to cut this up and make sure it's cooked. Now, with this, it's on medium heat. Okay, now in our pan, we have the uncooked rigatoni, a cup of chicken broth, a cup of heavy cream, garlic, tomato, Italian seasoning, and the tomato sauce. That's what I meant to say. And we're going to bring it to a gentle boil, and then we're going to cover it. But first, we got to stir it, which we did, and we're going to wait for it to come to a gentle boil. Then we're going to cover it and let it cook for 10 to 15 minutes because you want the pasta to cook up into the sauce. And as it cooks, the sauce will get thicker. So right now we're just going to cover it up and cook it. Okay, now everything is finally done. It looks delicious. The sauce thickened out. It smells delicious. It smells great. And I will write down the recipe in the description box. I want to thank you for tuning in to my channel. Have a wonderful night and stay tuned because I probably will be doing a grocery haul this weekend. We'll be going to a couple of stores. I don't know which ones I'm going to film. Thank you. Bye.